Let me start with something many students struggle with. Have you ever opened a long topic, looked at all the pages, and immediately felt tired? You try to read it, but halfway through, your mind is already lost. And even when you finish reading, you realize you can't remember most of it. If that sounds familiar, listen carefully. The problem is not that the topic is too long. Yes. The problem is that you are trying to study it the wrong way. Today, I'm going to show you how to study long topics without forgetting them in a simple, practical way that actually works. But before we go on, do me a quick favor, like this video and share it with a friend who struggles with long topics. Drop a comment saying, I will study smarter, and subscribe because this channel is here to help you succeed with the right strategies. Now let's get into it. The first mistake many students make is trying to read everything at once. They sit down and say, today I will finish the whole topic. That sounds good, but it doesn't work. Your brain cannot handle too much information at once. Let me give you a simple example. Imagine someone gives you 20 names to memorize in 1 minute. You might remember a few, but you will forget most. But if you learn those names in small groups, it becomes easier. That is how your brain works. So the first thing you must do is this. Break the topic into smaller parts. Don't look at it as one big thing. Divide it into sections. For example, if you are studying a long topic like hypertension, you can break it into definition, causes, symptoms, treatments, and complications. Now, each part feels smaller and easier to handle. The second step is to study one section at a time with focus. Don't rush. Read to understand, not just to finish. Ask yourself, do I really understand this part? If yes, move on. If no, go over it again. Now, here's where many students get it wrong. They read and move on without checking if they can remember. That leads to forgetting. So after reading each section, do something very important. Close your book. Yes, close it. Now, try to recall what you just studied. Ask yourself, what did I just read? What are the key points? Try to say it in your own words. This is called active recall. It may feel difficult at first, but it works. Now, the next step is to connect what you are learning. Long topics are easier to remember when they make sense as a whole. Instead of seeing each section as separate, try to link them. For example, if you understand the causes of a disease, it becomes easier to understand the symptoms and treatments. Everything connects. Learning becomes easier when it is meaningful. Now, let's talk about another powerful method. Use simple summaries. After studying a section, write a short summary in your own words. Not long notes, just key points. This helps your brain organize the information. It also gives you something quick to revise later. Now, let's talk about repetition. If you study a long topic once and leave it, you will forget it. That is normal. So you must come back to it, review it after some time, maybe the next day, then after a few days. Each time you review, your memory becomes stronger. Now, let's talk about something very important. Don't try to be perfect. Some students want to understand everything perfectly before moving on. That can slow you down. Focus on understanding the main idea first. Then improve over time. Now let's talk about distractions. Long topics require focus. If you keep checking your phone, your brain cannot stay connected to what you are reading. So, create a good study environment. Keep distractions away. Even 1 hour of focused study is powerful. Now, let's talk about breaks. Don't try to study a long topic for hours without resting. Your brain will get tired. Study for some time, then take a short break. This helps you stay fresh. Now, let me give you a real life comparison. Student A tries to read a 20-page topic in one sitting without breaks, without recall. Student B breaks it into parts, studies each part, uses active recall, and reviews later. After a few days, student B will remember more because they studied the right way. Now, let's talk about confidence. When you break topics, understand them, and recall them, you feel more confident. You don't feel overwhelmed, you feel in control. And that confidence helps you in the exam. Before I end, let me give you a simple formula. Break it down. Study one part at a time. Use active recall. Summarize in your own words. Review over time. That is how you handle long topics. If this video helps you, like it right now, share it with a friend who struggles with long topics. Drop a comment saying, I will break it down. And then subscribe because we are building smart and confident students here. Stop fearing long topics. Start mastering them. I will see you in the next video.